40 D-star. You know, 2 meters wasn't that big a deal for me, so I never really put anything in there, and I kind of moved over to the 880 and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, I think if you get a little more height, a little different antenna, you should be able to get into it.
Yeah, I have a Diamond X200A Diamond that is right now leaning up against the side of the chimney, sitting on the deck out back. But I'm planning to put that up on the chimney. I was just kind of waiting for a little better weather and waiting to get my ladder over here, which is over at my dad's house right now. So, and oh, I need some coax. I'm gonna need a longer piece of coax to reach all the way over there. But that's the plan. We'll see how it works out. AJ4TW.
W4GX, yeah, excuses, and all of which were very, very good.
Yeah, well, I got a few HF antennas up anyways, and I got that one in the attic so far, so I'm alright, I guess. Doing okay with it, so we'll see. I think a little bit warmer weather would be nice before I go up on the ladder and put an antenna up on the chimney. I'm trying to decide if I should use brackets or straps. It's one of those chimneys that's just framed up with a, I guess got, you know, like a liner or steel tube or whatever going up through it. So it's probably just like a wooden box, and then it's got, the house has got like vinyl siding. So I'm thinking I might, I don't know, it's kind of a gotcha. If I put brackets on the chimney, then I'm drilling holes in the siding, and if I put a strap on the chimney, then I'm squeezing that stuff, and I don't know how well it'll do with that. Probably brackets are the best way to go, and then just silicone the holes when I leave, you know, or something like that. Nobody will ever look up at the chimney and see what's going on there, probably, you know.
Yeah, sounds like it. And I can a little bit visualize what you're talking about, but the brackets might be the thing, and you can fill the holes. And you can put some pretty strong brackets on there to hold the antenna.
Yeah, I ordered some of those Channel Master TV antenna mast brackets from Amazon. So I got 2 of those, and then what I usually do is I'll run the mast down all the way to the roof, and then put a chunk of 2x4 underneath the edge of the mast, and let the mast rest on that 2x4, and then the brackets just stabilize it. And that way, you know, some of the weight is held up by the roof, and then that usually works out pretty good for me. So I think I'll probably stick with that plan. I just gotta get up there and do it.
Well, it sounds like a good plan, and wait until it's less slippery, less icy, less cold, and all that kind of stuff. These last 2 weeks have been brutal, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of relief, and maybe in a few weeks you'll have an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it should start warming up pretty soon. Hopefully in a few weeks I'll be working. I'll have a job. I don't know. I think I'm getting close. I've been negotiating and working on it, but I haven't got the alright, when can you start conversation yet, but I've got the alright, how much do I need to pay you, can we, you know, come to terms on money and blah blah blah. I think we've got past that, so now I'm just waiting to getting the word to move my toolbox and go to work.
Well, congratulations on that. That'll be a big relief, and just tell them, money's not a problem. Just go ahead and pay me.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind getting paid.
They haggle over so much, and it really, in a lot of ways, is so meaningless. But they're trying to do it. So just hang in there, and you'll get a good result.
Yeah, this whole deal just depends on I don't know. It depends on a few people making a commitment to do the whole thing. So it's kind of a new position, and in order to do it, a few different things got to fall into place. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll turn out okay. I think the only thing really is whether or not all the stars are going to line up right. Everybody pretty much agrees on everything. It's just are we gonna do this, or are we just gonna talk about it?
Well, that's an interesting scenario, and I can kind of understand what you're talking about. I can't understand. I just don't know what it is, but I can't understand and recognize what you're talking about, and I do hope it all comes together, and you're able to get going soon. Sounds kind of like it probably will, but best of luck to you on that.
Yeah, I think I'm in good shape. I'd hate to be waiting around this whole time. I mean, we've been talking about this for like probably almost a month now. So I'd hate to be fiddling around with this deal this whole time and then not have it work out. But sometimes those things happen. It could be. That could happen. I got a couple options I'm thinking about if that does happen, but we'll see.
Well, you'll land on your feet, Cameron. You're a smart boy, and the right thing will come along, and you got a good situation there with home life, so it'll all work out fine. So, no stress.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's the hope. So you were on 80 meters. Were you just chatting with some local guys, or chasing DX, or what were you up to on 80?
Oh, Cameron, that's the thing I do. Is the Geritol net on 3668. I started it, and I listened to it. I've been listening to it since I actually got licensed. I'd be tuning around the bands. I hear these guys, stuff like that, on 3668. And they run between April 1st and October 31st. It's a great bunch of guys, and I listened for I looked back at my log. I kept writing down these call signs and stuff like that, and so I've been there. And finally, in 2010, the fall of 2010, I checked in and got into those guys. I've had a really good time with them. It's a work all states net, extra class sideband deal, and I've had a really good time with it. I like everybody on it. I'm running QRP, and they all laugh at me, and they don't laugh at me. They're real glad about it, and they understand. California just couldn't work out tonight.
Well, I was pretty impressed with how 10 watts were holding up the other night when you and I were on 80. you had a real nice signal over here. I mean, it sounded good. So, I mean, it definitely works. I couldn't hear some of those other guys, well, other different bands, but some of those other guys that same night, I couldn't hear them, and they were running 100 watts. So that's the way it goes, I guess. It's all about antennas a lot of times.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I do really, really well with QRP with my antennas, just a wire, G5RV, and I do really, really well. I've always done well with it, even before I was running QRP. But like tonight, the guy in New Mexico said, "You're actually running QRP." I said, "Yeah," and he said, "I would like to come see your antenna." I said, "Well, it's just a wire."
Do you go down to 5 watts when you're doing that?
I usually do the 5 watts on digital and CW, and I don't know. I mean, I never know where I'm going to throw it set. I generally have it on 5, but it can go up as far as 12. But for the Geritol net, for QRP and I'm good for anybody who works with me. On QRP at 10 watts. That's what they consider QRP. 5 watts is more universally accepted QRP. But for the Geritol net on 75 meters on sideband, they go with 10 watts.